Babies are always water.
Did you give him wine already?
Watch how I, just from the waist down, watch this. Grab the bottom. See how tight? They love this. That's a little piece of this really is all wrapped up like an egg roll. Okay, just whoa, I got you. No. See it. Okay. Watch it. Who's holding for the phone? What's the name of Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech olam borei pri hagofel. Amen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech olam asher yitid mi betem v'chofesh erosom v'tzetzom v'chosam ba'os bris kodesh al kein mischazos el chaychal kein tzreinu tzavilat yididi sherein mishachas למען בריסו ששם בבשורנו, ברוך אתה אדוני כל ריס הבריס. אמן. אלוהינו ולבוסינו, קיימס ילה רזלי יובל ולימו וקוראים שמו בישראל, בועז בן אדם, זכריה ואירית. ישמח רבי יוצא כל הצוב וסוגלים בפרי ונוד כך לסור, ישמח אביך בימך וסוג ילדתך ונאמר בעלי ואלך ושלושת בדום מים. דום הלך בדום מים. יאמר לו בדום מים. ונאמר זוכרתי על דום דילתו אשר קרא זה אברהם ותשובו יצחק יעמד אל יעקב ושלום ונאמר ויאמר אברהם בזיתו בנו בן שמונה ימים ושציוו אלוהים הודו לאדוני כי טוב כי לעולם חסדו הודו לאדוני כי לעולם חסדו החתן בועז גדול יהיה וכשם שנכנס לבריס כן יכנס לטובו לחופו ולמעשים הטובים אמן בועז בן עירי, וכשם שנכנס לבריס כן יכנס לטוב ולחובו למעשים הטובים. אמן. Just don't put them on your that's perfect like that, that's fine. You can speak now? Yeah. Okay. That's yes, this surrounds is good luck wine for a pregnant woman. Have you seen a woman?
ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם שהחיינו וקיימנו והגיענו לזמן הזה. אמן. ישמחה אלוהים כאפרים וכמשה, וברכך אדוני וישמרך, יאר אדוני פניו אליך ויחונקה, יישא אדוני פניו אליך וישם לך שלום. אמן. אלוהינו ואלוהי אבותינו ואמותינו, מודים אנחנו לך על המתנה היקרה מכל של החיים חדשים וברמיו, וכן יהי רצון ונאמר אמן. אמן. סימן טוב ומזל טוב ומזל טוב סימן טוב סימן טוב ומזל טוב ומזל טוב סימן טוב ומזל טוב ומזל טוב סימן טוב I'm blessed and fortunate to be sharing one of the truly meaningful milestones in my life with my wonderful family, Irit's wonderful family, and our friends. Thank you all very much for coming. Our son, both of our sons, have a lot of strong role models in this room. But this morning I want to tell you about a man who's not here today. Although he died 11 years ago, I think he is even more of a role model for me today than he was in life. He's also the namesake for our son, Boaz Martin. My grandpa Martin Kaufman, was an excellent grandfather. And my mother, my Aunt Gail, my Uncle Mark, and Grandma Bernice will tell you the same thing about him as a father. To me, it felt like he was a natural in those roles, so much so it was almost possible to take him for granted. But I've been thinking a lot about Grandpa Martin since I became a father, and since I've watched my parents turn into grandparents, because I saw in him much of what I want to be. I'm not aware of any effort Grandpa Martin spared for his children or his grandchildren. He worked hard, got up early, always showed up. But supporting his family for Grandpa Martin meant more than just financial support, more than just doing what needed to be done. Grandpa Martin was deeply supportive of whatever we did. Our interests became his interests, our pursuits his pursuits. Grandpa Martin was not an especially religious man, but when his daughter Ellen became more interested in Judaism, he got involved in the local Jewish community and became president of their temple. No doubt it was quite an adjustment for him when my mother first became Orthodox and then married an Orthodox Jew. But when he came to our house, he did whatever we did. Wore a kippah, came with us to shul on Shabbat, benched Birkat HaMazon with us, stayed up talking and arguing theology with Uri at the Seder. It was probably less of a stretch for Grandpa Martin to support me as a Phillies fan, even though he was a lifelong Yankees fan. He took me to my first ball game at Yankee Stadium when I was in kindergarten. When I took on the burden of rooting for the Phillies a couple of years later, he began taking me to see them at Shea, which was no easy task as I took vocal pleasure in antagonizing Mets fans and counted on Grandpa Martin to keep me safe. It still makes me smile to think of how whenever we were at the ballpark or talking baseball, he would call me Mark, falling into the patterns he had established with his son, my uncle. I never knew Grandpa Martin as an old man. I don't think he ever became one. He drove a sports car fast. He played catch with Uri and me until his knees went out, played with us as our friend, the way I now see my father playing with Gilbo. And he was patient. Long before Grandpa's Toyota Supra became Yoni's first car, he gave me driving lessons in it, going up the highway into Connecticut, and not getting upset when I stalled and ground the gears. I only hope I'm able to be that patient with my children. And there was never any question of how proud he was of us, how much he loved us. I think my mother has inherited this trait from him, this unconditionality. Grandpa Martin delivered the same closing line when he spoke at my bar mitzvah as he did at Uri's and Avi's and Yoni's. Each time he teared up and his voice cracked as he said, "Just as I am celebrating your bar mitzvah with you and watching you grow up, I look forward to being able to dance with your bride on your wedding day." I thought of that line at my wedding and at Yoni's and Uri's. Grandpa Martin never did get to dance with Uri, Gabriella, or Orna. And he's missed a couple of births now, and God willing there will be more. But while he did not live long enough to see this day, Grandpa Martin's influence is very much present. I only hope I am able as a father to live out some of the lessons he lived by example. Boaz Martin will be the richer for it.